Thank you for joining us on Spiritual Journey Podcast. Welcome back. I'm Mary Silvernail, and
I am Thomas Knights Templar.
thank you for joining us. We have an interesting show tonight, don't we, Tommy?
Yes, we do. We're going to be touching on a few subjects. It's a little bit out of character for what we do here,
Right.
but because it's on a special cause that's both dear to Mary and I, okay, we want to address this tonight.
Right. Well, what happened actually was a woman came to my office, and her sister has been missing since she was a little girl from Honduras. And we have a little story here to tell you that she wrote up. Now, she's much older now. However, we do have pictures of how she
Updated.
would look,
Yes.
updated pictures of how she would look today, because she's been a missing person for a very long time. This is a picture of how she looked when she went missing. Now, I'm going to read this. This is what her sister came into my office, and this is what she told me and asked if we could read this on the podcast tonight. Perhaps someone saw her sister. My parents are looking for me. My name is Flor Esmeralda
Mania.
Bonilla. Yes, okay. I was born on May 31st, 1987. Okay, wow.
That would make her approximately 37 years old.
Yeah. I got lost on March 29th, 1991, when I was following my mother, Gerundina Bonilla, on the road of the village Las Mestas to the town of Lamani in Honduras. At the moment I got lost, I was barefoot with a little pink dress with pale pink cords on my shoulders. I have straight brown hair. My eyes are also brown, and my skin is brown. I am currently 5.5 years old. She was 5.5
Yeah.
when she went missing. If you know anything about my whereabouts or other information, please call the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights in Honduras, and we're going to post that up at the end. But this is her, and then if you could continue on. Okay, so that's how she looked when she was a little girl, beautiful little girl who got lost in a crowd. There was an event going
There
on.
was an event, but it seems to me what I have felt is that there was misdirection, where it was an intention to do this and grab this child. And I don't think the child is deceased. I feel that the child has been placed and not trafficked. Okay, that this was somebody who wanted a child to raise as their own. And being that it was a third world country, it was easy to do that and get the child out.
And just picked her up.
And that's
Yeah,
it.
we both agreed on this because Tommy and I, as you know, we are extremely connected to the higher realms, and both of us agreed on this. We had both seen the same thing, and we feel that she has been raised by a family, who really wanted a
A
child.
child didn't have one, or maybe just wanted to have another one. They couldn't.
Yeah. And the thing is, though, that her family is still looking for her. All these years, her mother, every single day, cries for her.
No mother would give up.
Never,
Never.
never. And so we have another picture that Kenny can show as she would have looked getting a little older now. This is her sister, who was a year older than her, and they looked exactly alike. So this is a progression of pictures. All right. And this is her sister today, how she looks, because they looked like twins when they were little.
So if anyone out there uh, in our area or anywhere in this country or any other country that still gets us on our podcast on any of the venues that we are on should see this young lady, please contact us immediately, all right, because it's about time that she return home to where she belongs, and heal her mother's heart and reunite with her sister. They've had too many years lost, and that's a terrible thing. That's a terrible thing. I mean, we have a lot of this stuff going on today, even worse than this. All right, and children's causes are a primary issue with me and with Mary.
Oh, big.
Okay, and we don't play that. If it was me, okay, and you did something like that, I would see you hang.
She got lost in the crowd.
I don't buy that.
Well,
I don't buy that. I think there was a little misdirection. She got surrounded by tall people and lost a view of her parents, and somebody just.
She was crying, looking for her mother, because her sister is the one that came to my office and gave me all these papers and everything, and asked if we would please, because she watches our TV shows and also the podcast, listens to it and watches it, and she was hoping that you never know.
That's
okay,
right.
it might be a shot in the dark, but you never know.
I advise you parents, when you have children that are playing outside and they're unsupervised and you're not there, or your wife or your husband's not there, or an older sibling is not there to keep an eye on them, do not let them out of your sight. Because today we live in a very, very sick world. All right.
Well, this is how Fleur would look now, but if we could just go back, Kenny. Oh, yes. Also, here we go. This is a progression. This is her sister
Yep.
Today. But could we go back a little bit, Kenny, to when? Okay,
That one.
That's her. Okay, and so I mean the police have been, this is an open case still of a missing child. Even though she's an adult now. So you just never know. I mean, you never know. Because our podcast is also on YouTube and all the other podcast channels. So you never know who might
worldwide.
see it or hear it, right?
Yes, that's right.
So anyway, thank you. So we have some other things we're talking about tonight, though, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes. We had a very interesting show last month.
Last month we were talking about the fallen angels, the Anunnaki, different viewpoints of religions and what they believe, and ancient texts and all this kind of things, right? That at least should make you say, there's more to this than meets the eye. All right, there was ancient Sumerian text that predates the Old Testament by thousands of years. And a lot of the stories in these texts you will find in the Bible, both books. So it's if you listen to Billy Carson explains it very well. He is an expert on these Sumerian texts and other writings that have been found from thousands and thousands of years before Jesus. All right. As a matter of fact, he even says that that's not his name. His name is Yahweh, and that he is. He said that Jesus' mother. Well, I'm going to call him Jesus because that's how I know, right? Jesus' mother, Mary. Okay, her mother, Anna, was also of a virgin birth. And there were several virgin births. All right. He puts that conjecture as to being some type of artificial insemination from a higher power back then. So there's a lot of things that, that'll resonate with you, and a lot of things that will make you say,
Gives you something to think about.
Yes, it does. I mean, he was talking about the Book of the Popes. There's a book called the Book of the Popes, and this Pope here is the last Pope. And supposedly, I'm not sure if it's 7 years after he wait, it's like a 20. I think they said it was 2027. All right, that's going to be the last pope, and that is going to ring in the end of the world.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Tommy.
That's what he said. I'm just saying. I'm just repeating what he said. Do I believe that? I said I don't know what to
Yeah,
believe
that's
on
not
that.
from you.
Because I'm not getting that life doesn't continue on.
No, neither am I.
So I don't. But according to the Book of the Popes, yes,
Okay.
that the end times start right after that pope.
Well, everybody believed that,
We're in it now.
Well, we are because we're in the age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
But everybody believed that was going to happen in 2000. Then they believed it was going to be in 2012.
There was a lot of hype. It was a lot of hype. The book that came out 2012, all of this stuff. They count the numbers, the Mayan calendars and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Listen, the Mayan calendars was a perpetual calendar. It still continues. Mm-hmm. Okay? Just because it ends, they flip the page and go back the other way. Well, that's what they do. You ever have a perpetual candle?
That's right. You're right. What you're saying. It's just I don't think people think about that.
No,
Very good.
They don't.
Don't. I don't see the end of the world coming very soon.
I didn't either.
And actually, I have a lot of hope for the future. I truly do. We just have to get through this part we're going through right now. And actually, I really what I'm looking at is 2026. Not very, very peaceful and nice. I'm going to tell you, we have to get through to June of 2025. That's really what I feel. We're going to have a lot of anxiety and all of that.
Things will iron out. Things will do this. Things
Yep.
like that. Don't be fooled by the nonsense that the parties that be are going to be paying tit for tat. Don't be fooled by that. Just know that we'll be going in the right direction. From what I understand from her name is Ann Tucker, and she channels angels, and she was saying that we're coming into there's going to be 3 days of darkness, of course, but there's going to be a few days of this radiant light that's going to be coming in, and that light there is coming from a supernova sun called Betelgeuse. That was 14,000 years it took for that energy to get here, and it is getting here. Okay, and that's supposed to keep us in a bright light, reset everything, reset technology to be good and not evil, reset all these propagandists and everything else, and everybody is going to be. It's going to be a kumbaya moment in what we were meant to be, and that was pure love.
Resetting actually the timelines.
Yeah, they're going to reset the timelines because the powers that be right now, they have figured out how to change them and put everybody in this chaotic state, listen to me, pinning everybody against each other.
Yeah.
All right, racist, this, that, the other. We didn't have that. We didn't have that before a certain somebody got into office a couple of times ago. All right, who started it all. All right. You elected a Marxist in there who hates this country and its founding. So it's time now that reset come. And when it does, all right, even those that are on the other side of the fence are going to be transformed. It's a transformational energy that's coming in.
Yeah.
All right, so their days are numbered.
This is actually, I can confirm what you're saying about that because as you heard me say so many times about the planet Pluto. Okay.
What?
But, well, yeah, it has returned in the chart of the United States. There's a Pluto return that has happened, which is a reset. It's a reset. That happens once every 245 years. So this is what's going on too. I mean, you went into more depth about it.
This
me,
morning I had been out on my stoop with my grandchildren, and my daughter says, "What is that by the moon?" And sure enough, it was a eclipse going on right before our eyes. Mm-hmm. The good part about eclipse in the darkness of the morning is that it don't hurt your eyes.
Yeah, you sent me that picture. That was cool.
I sent her a video.
That was really cool. Yeah.
And I haven't seen an eclipse in a long time because I really don't give a rat's about them, but they do signify certain things in history and certain things biblically. All right? I leave all that stuff up to...
I'm an astrologer. That's why he's saying that.
Well,
But yeah, so that no, but you're right. But everything that you had just previously said about the reset is absolutely right, and astrologically, it confirms it,
that's right. Then they were talking.
which is a science.
Then they were
Astrology
talking
is a
about.
science.
I was listening to Billy Carson. He was saying that outside of our solar system, outside of our galaxy, you get the Milky Way here. It's merging with the Sagittarian, which is a smaller galaxy. It's merging with it. That's why we're getting all these rogue planets that all of a sudden are starting to show up.
Yeah,
Not
did
so
you
much,
notice
not so
that?
much Nibiru, but we're getting rogue planets that are coming into our space. All right. You know, do I believe that? Yes, I do. Because if you think in the billions and billions and billions of planets and solar systems that are out there, that there's not other people that look just like us, then keep on drinking the Kool-Aid.
I wonder what those people are doing.
They ain't doing this. we get a lock on this. That's this. They're not doing this.
Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to this coming month on Spiritual Journey TV. We're going to have Stephen. You say his last name. You always say it correctly.
Popuek.
Yes, he says it perfectly.
He is a cosmic shaman.
Shaman, yeah.
And I'm telling you, when we have Stephen on, we really need to give him the full hour.
Yep.
Because he explains so many things about so many different galactic races and their interference and all sorts of things, and the good ones that are working with us to help rid us of them, and all these other things. And you'll hear him, and you can see that show on it. It'll be taped on the third Friday
Of November.
Of November. And if you would like to come to that, you gotta let us know. All right. Also, that show will show the next week after it. So it'll show on the fourth week. All right. But Stephen is worth to tune in and watch. The show we have going on right now, you would love this show because, if you love animals like we do, okay, we have a lady and her sister that work with horses that do healing. And it was something else to watch these horses go up to the people and go exactly to the place that's plaguing them and put their nose there and stay there. It was just
literally heal them.
And heal them.
These horses are not ridden. There's a whole herd of horses.
Horde?
I know. A herd. Oh, stop. A herd of horses.
I've heard of them
And
too.
no, okay, but seriously, and there's a couple of Mustangs, right?
Yeah,
and anyway, but nobody ever rides them. Their lot in life is to heal.
It's to heal. And it's amazing to watch this.
Beautiful. We have pictures up of them
she's
doing
got
it.
She's got a beautiful spread up there. She said she had
90 acres.
90 acres. A couple of homes on there. One is a refurbished farmhouse, which I might take her up on that offer of renting that. Just to get away. Everybody needs to relax, and me too. What lovely women they were. I mean, they just were, and you could feel the genuine. When you're around people who are really genuine, you feel it. You feel it right away. And the reporter we had, not only that night, Mary's had her on the show.
On Astrology Angels and More. Yeah, last year.
A
year ago.
And I
that's on
wanted
YouTube.
to have them on as guests, but couldn't be at that time. But now we have the new show, and it's perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yes, but so you'll see that show is airing now on Spectrum and FiOS, right?
Channel 79 here locally on Staten Island for Spectrum, and Channel 35 for FiOS.
Right.
Also on YouTube under the show title name.
Yep.
All right, and you can find the show in many different venues. It's around. Does that show play on? Oh, this show plays on Apple Play.
Yeah, this show is on all the podcast channels, plus YouTube. But Spiritual Journey TV and Astrology Angels and More are on YouTube after they show on Spectrum and FiOS in Staten Island.
Yes.
So, but anyway, and all the shows are on YouTube. they're still out there. But so let's see, what else are we gonna? Yeah, but don't miss watching that one, the horses. That's beautiful.
Yes.
And then the one that we're going to be doing in the third week of
November.
November with Steve, and it's just especially at this particular time
Yes.
on Earth. It explains a lot
He
what
does,
he's
he
going
does.
to be talking about. It's
He-
very deep, you know.
He's incredibly knowledgeable. I would say that one thing
Yeah.
that when you watch that show, okay, record it.
Yep.
Because Stephen does talk
He talks
quickly.
quickly.
Okay, he talks quickly, and sometimes you got to hear it a couple of times.
Yeah.
All right, but I will tell you one thing: I don't know anybody with that kind of information the way he does.
No.
You know, I mean, we know all galactic stuff, Mary and I, but Stephen's like a.
He's like a walking encyclopedia.
That's what
of
he
it,
is.
For goodness sake.
That's what he is.
Okay, and he stays very up to date.
And very
with it.
focused.
Very
Focused.
highly intelligent man.
Yes.
So anyway, you know, we have some stuff here on the table tonight too, and you know, we wanted to show you, and then we wanted to talk a little bit more about the angels, right?
About the angels,
And
sure.
Thanksgiving coming up.
We got
and
Thanksgiving, you know.
Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween. Let's get into this and get this out of the way.
Yeah, let's.
For everybody who is of the Christian faith, everybody's of the Jewish faith, everybody, this is a pagan holiday, okay? And you're really not supposed to celebrate it. We have celebrated Halloween, and I'm not going to say I didn't either. We always do, okay? The kids do and stuff like that. It's drawing a certain time, but this is the prime time when the other side does their sacrifices. This is their high holiday, Halloween. Okay? We try to counter it with All Saints and All Souls. All right?
Which is
But-
the next day.
Which is the next
actually.
day after that and the day after that. And it's basically putting ourselves into a pagan season. All right? And trying to counterbalance that. When you talk about the pagan holiday, on this particular thing, the dark forces do sacrifice people at that time. All right, they do this. The Wiccans, not the good ones, the bad ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
We don't want
I
to. We don't want
know
to include everybody, and I know several
Wiccan
of them.
people that
Okay.
they don't do that.
They don't do that, but there are sacrifices, and you know, I know there are groups even on this island, that are into things.
Well, a lot of that. Well, I don't want to. Okay.
I don't want to bring that
This
energy in.
is difficult to touch on. So anyway, but the majority of pagans, you know, it's just that they love the earth and Mother Earth.
Like druids,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
dance
So-
around a tree, do this, light a bonfire, sing songs, hold hands, kumbaya, the whole 9 yards.
Well, the veil is very thin right now.
Of course it is.
And yeah, it certainly is. I know myself, a lot of my loved ones have been coming through, especially at night, you know. So, and I know that, but they're always coming through with
Yes,
you
they
and
do.
I every day.
Yes,
But
they do.
especially now, it's true. The veil is very thin. You know what I find? This is a good time of year to
Unload.
yeah, and to respect your ancestors. Show respect and gratitude to your ancestors.
Well, you're celebrating on All Saints and All Souls Day.
Yeah.
We are all saints, every one of us, because we are children of God, created by God in His image. All right, we can be nothing less than God's providence in us. When you know that, then you know that what you've been taught, okay, has been just to control you and your finances. That's what it was about. All control. If you, by the way, I was listening to Billy Carson, and he was talking about the Book of Enoch, and he says the Book of Enoch, the reason why it's been denied from the Bible, okay, is because it showed ancient, Anunnaki behind it, and they are akin to Enoch is Noah's great grandfather. And he preserved the bloodline from there to Noah, and straight down the line. All right. And Noah's name is not even Noah. That was given to him in the 1600s. Okay. So that's not even his name.
How many
So
things have been
there are
rewritten?
there are so many things that are rewritten because the names of these beings and of these people are in the ancient Sumerian texts and the ancient Egyptian text. All right.
It's worth research.
It is worth the research because you open your eyes and see what you've been sold a line. You know, I recommend for all of you to check out Billy Carson, to check out Ann Tucker, to check out these people, all right, and listen to what they have to say. And there's another woman, I forgot her name right now. I sent it to you.
Is that the one that the medium?
She's a medium, and when she channels a guy named Jeffrey Hunter, and all of a sudden, this woman has a fine British accent and a fine soft voice, and bingo, she's a man coming through her, the energy. And the guy was asking questions on all these pertinent things. And, this is what they're saying, this, and he was saying, and he would laugh. And he would say, it's not all like that. He goes, he's an 11th dimensional being. He's at the top thing. And he will never incarnate again on any planet, in any place. All right. Now, people say, people might say to you, we can't sustain life on Venus. We can't sustain life on Mercury. We most certainly can. Not us, but the beings that are there, they're interdimensional, and they're the ones that can.
Oh, yeah, and we've have experienced lifetimes on other
planets. That's right.
Edgar Cayce spoke of that a lot.
That's right.
Yes.
And what did they try to do? Boo-hoo him.
Yeah, he spoke of that a lot. And I've had people that I've done past life regressions that experienced it somewhere else in the universe, It isn't always earthly bound.
No.
And, my nephew, he had sent me something pretty interesting. And actually, I had meant to talk to you about this. What the heck?
Talk to me now. I'm here.
I know. Might as well. But something about that... he was saying that, and he felt very enlightened by this, that when you pass and you leave your body, that you're usually drawn to reincarnation because you want to connect with your soul group, but you can make the choice.
You can make the
turn
choice
the other way.
You can make the choice to opt out.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that.
No,
so my nephew, Mark.
I will be opting out.
You're right on, Mark.
Okay. I will be opting out.
You're right on.
And another thing too is when you, right, you're a light being. You're a spirit having a human experience in this lifetime. And all these lifetimes, if you choose to reincarnate, you're still a spirit having a human experience to finish out some kind of karmatic thing that you're trying to empty out. Okay, with that in mind, when you start realizing that you are a light being and start to try to live in your light body, even though you have a physical body like this, okay? This is called the envelope. This is not who you are. This is not even my name, okay? God knows my name. My name is from the other side. I am known as Thomas here, but that is not my name, all right? Who gave you my name? My mother gave it to me and my father, okay? But who gave them their names? And you can trace it back. It's not who you are. You are a spirit. You are essence. And you will return to essence. That's why a lot of times if you see a spirit, sometimes you only see the top of them, okay? From like the legs up and they're draped or whatever it is. When you see that, you have to understand that that's what you really are. Your spirit, you appear to people in a human form. Right. All right? Right. But you certainly are spirit, not human. All right? This is an experience. Yeah. I don't want to say this is a classroom because I've heard everything from a prison planet to a classroom to a laboratory, like we're like lab rats. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different things you can, what resonates with you doesn't resonate with me, but that doesn't mean that you're wrong. And it doesn't mean that I'm right. All it means is that's my truth and that's your truth. All right? Your truth is your own. What you believe is. And what you believe is, isn't. Because there's a yin-yang balance.
And not all karma is bad.
No.
You know, you come in with good karma and
That's
bad
right.
karma.
And that's right.
Yeah, so everybody thinks it's bad. It's not always bad. It's good too. You bring both in.
That's
you
true.
know, and it's just the lessons in this life. That's
Okay.
all. That's all it is.
That's right.
You know, but you're absolutely right, and I love what you said, Tommy,
Which one?
about that your name is not Thomas, just like my name is not me. That because we are who we've always been. That's really who
That's
we
right.
are. We
If you think
aren't-
this is our first walk around this block, you're sadly mistaken. we are old souls,
Oh yeah.
you know, and we've been around the block plenty of times here. And I personally am done. You know, so I am opting over the shoulder, going the other way.
Yeah.
You know, I'll stay here. I'll go interdimensional. I'll do spirit guides for people. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I'll become an ascended master. I'll keep on working at that level
Exactly.
until I become that. All right. And I will be the light of Christ. That's what I am. That's what you are. Okay. You don't need somebody to tell you you're not. All right. Because, you know, they scream sacrilege when those are the ones that commit sacrilege by not telling you who you are. And I've said it a million times on this show and every show I've been on. All right. And Mary knows what I'm about to say. Okay. Is that Jesus said to his disciples, "Didn't I tell you that you are all God's? And far greater things that I have done, you shall do." And we are still doing that work today to God's children. We are still doing it. We picked up the torch and we move forward in his light and in his grace. And you don't need a man in a dress and you don't need somebody hiding behind a wall to tell you what to do. Okay? Because I could take you up on that one and explain to you just exactly what you're dealing with there. All right? But I'll save that for another show.
If you're feeling a thirst for more metaphysical, spiritual knowledge, you need to follow that, because that means that your soul is trying to
ascend.
evolve,
Yeah.
you know, in order to ascend. Yeah. So you need to follow that. But okay, so
On the Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw when we were driving here tonight, we saw 2 houses with Christmas lights already. And today is October 29th.
Well, it's every store.
2024.
I went into Home Depot, and like a week ago, there was monsters hanging out all over the place. I went in there. There's a 7-foot Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're
It's
good.
$350, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. But I love Christmas. I know you love Christmas too.
What I love about Christmas is that, first of all, starting the season now, and right up until after New Year's, which I absolutely hate that holiday. Okay, right on past that, okay, to the Epiphany, I'm watching Hallmark Christmas movies all the way through. I'm watching American Family. I'm watching Lifetime. All right, because you need to get the spirit in here. It doesn't matter whether you have the means to buy everybody everything or you don't have the means to buy anybody anything, but you can give them a quiet blessing. All right? A blessing is the best thing you can do, because a material thing will never be a blessing. Okay? So if you see that person who's downtrodden and stuff like that, bless him. Bless him. Wish him well. Wish him, wealth to pull him out of this dire straits. Wish him good. Goodwill to all men and women. Okay? Goodwill to them all. Husbands, be good to your wives, and wives, be good to your husbands. Let the superficial baloney that goes on in relationships end, because you don't know tomorrow. Let it end now. Don't take that with you to the other side, because you're going to repeat. All right? It is not worth it.
You know how many people come to me for a past life regression and they keep on having the same kind of relationship, or they have a relationship that it's a bad relationship and then they go back to it again, they break up, they go back.
That's right.
Why can't I let go of this person? Well, because you haven't finished the karma, you know.
Well, they're fishing in the same well.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I love these people. You know, especially a lot of women talk to me about this because why
Well,
can't
men too,
Why,
though.
yeah, I get the men too, but I
men.
get the men. I'm going to tell you right now, they do not do what the women do. You know what I mean? They'll go out and they'll go to a place and stuff like that, and try to meet women. But the women have become extremely selective. It's not no more, oh, I love him. He's such a wonderful guy. It doesn't matter if he has nothing or this, that, the other. No, now it's like, what can you do for me?
There
All
are
right?
a lot of women that
And
way
I
now,
had this.
but not all.
Oh no, wait!
Not
Whoa.
all.
I had this guy on,
Not all.
right? And he is I forget what the hell he does, but he turned around and he said 70-something% of women, okay, are shopping around over their mates. 70%, and 70% of the divorces are initiated by women. All right, a man is more apt to stay in his relationship. All right, a woman wants to flee for something better. Okay, whatever happened to for better and for worse? Whatever happened to working out your problems? Sit down. There are going to be things that you're not going to be able to agree upon. But the one thing you can agree on is that you can agree to disagree on a certain thing. All right? But love doesn't stop there. You stop it. You constipate this situation.
Well, if you're having those problems in your life, you should be maybe communicating
Yes.
with Archangel Shamuel.
Shamuel,
And
Raphael to get him to fix this situation.
yeah,
You know?
but the angels can help you with that, because the angels can help you with anything and everything. And especially right now, the way everybody has been upset about what's going on.
Because they've created a country of fear mongers.
Well,
All right. They shape the news. They don't tell the truth. All right. They won't characterize one group, but they'll crucify the other one.
but this is the time now
This
to
is the
really
time.
call on the angels. No, I'm serious.
Really.
Archangel Michael for strength.
That's right.
Archangel Shamuel to bring love into this whole environment.
Archangel Uriel.
Oh,
You know.
to bring, instill the Holy Spirit into
Into you-
the
into you.
hearts.
It's time to grasp onto who you are. You are a saint of God. We are God's light incarnated here on earth. And our guardian angels and archangels, or archangels particularly, are God's, I might have this wrong.
What?
We are the light and they are we are the enlightened, they are the light. One or the other. I might have them a little crisscrossed here. But you come from a lineage of light
Yes.
and of love.
Stardust.
I will tell you a little story about knowing what the love is like from the other side. Okay, I had a friend of mine who passed away recently, and we would go out. All the guys our group was 5 of us, and we would go out to dinner. And he passed away by some type of botched procedure, and his wife's a good friend of mine for many years. And as we were out to dinner and she came in to say hello, we were sitting across from where we were, and I started to start to shake. And I didn't know what it was. I thought I was getting sick. And I grabbed my friend Rusty and I said to him, I go, Russ, there's something wrong. Next thing I know, this overwhelming sense of love that you cannot feel here. Unless you cross that veil and come back, then you know what it is.
It is different.
Okay, this is the second time in my life I've felt that. All right, and I knew what it was. He saw his wife through me, okay, and he loves her so much. And I told her what he had to say, okay, and he gave me a gift because it's been a long time since I felt that sensation. And no matter how much you say to somebody, oh, I love you, or you had this relationship, you work so hard at it and everything else like that, you will never know a love like that until you're there.
Because
Never.
it's pure love on
That's
the other
right.
side.
Unconditional.
Pure. Right.
Unconditional. That warmth, that feeling, that overwhelming feeling that I just felt like I was going to explode from that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
A joyful.
Yes. And that's what happened. Okay, that's how I know absolutely, because I've been there anyway, but I know that that's what awaits us all.
Yes.
Okay, that awaits us all. People who have NDEs and they wind up going to the other side, they want to stay because you're not going to feel that here. Here you have great atrocities, great animosities, great hatreds, you know. Over there, there's none of that. There's none of that. You, who you are, your essence, your pure energy, pure love. Okay?
You know, when people come to me for a reading and a loved one comes through that maybe there was a bad relationship between a woman and her father or something like that. He wasn't the best father and she, you know, so she'll feel as though she's going to have, like when I connect with her father and I'm telling her how much her father loves her, protects her, always with her, is so proud of her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, you can't be talking to my father. But I am, because once he left this earth and he was done with all the karma he had to deal with here, it's just pure love.
Well,
okay?
Yeah. Like a man like
and
that.
They don't stay angry. And there is none of that over there.
Half the time when they do that, they wind up being the people they were supposed to be and help others not to be the way they were. Okay? I know my brother has a job over there. I know my mother does too. I know my mother, she's probably making meatballs and stuff for God. Oh, she cooked anything.
Told you I make the best meatballs.
I don't know.
My father said so.
Your father says so, but he's probably up there having meatballs at my mother's table. So.
Yeah.
I mean, she would make all that stuff, I'm telling you. Thanksgiving, by the time you got to the turkey, you wanted to save it for chicken sandwiches the next day because you couldn't possibly eat. You know, you couldn't possibly eat. And those of you out there that are Italian, you'll know. You know?
Yeah.
It's like 87 dishes before you get to the turkey.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's coming. My goodness gracious, right?
Yep.
Yeah, your time of the year. And that's a time to show gratitude. And the angel, actually, of gratitude and abundance is Archangel Baruchiel.
Baruchiel, yeah.
Yeah, Baruchiel. And, you know, Baruchiel loves the autumn, Tommy. Loves the leaves, loves the trees. Well, me too.
Listen, I love to be out in the woods, but I particularly like it in the cooler weather.
Yeah.
Because I have to deal with them things flying around, biting the hell out of me. But I do like it, being out in the woods, being out in the serene quiet. That's why I told you, what was her name, Adrian? It was 90 acres. I would just sit out on that porch. That would be me. I sit out on that porch on a rocking chair.
Divine,
you know,
right?
and I'd be looking at what's all around me, and I'm saying, there ain't no artist on earth that has the talent of God's palette to paint that picture.
No.
All right? Nobody can paint that picture. Nobody can make them dramatic colors in the sky.
Beautiful.
All right? And do that in the leaves and the way they blend and they shade each other and they move. It actually feels like locomotion. They move, you know? And it becomes hypnotic. You ever watch the leaves when they do that?
Yeah.
It becomes hypnotic.
That's true. Well, you know, with Baruchiel, one of the things that you can do if you're asking for a favor from Baruchiel, especially if you need abundance, say that you're having money problems in your life or something like that, you take some of those beautiful leaves Tommy's talking about, right, the autumn leaves, and you bring them in your house, and you just have a little bundle of them there, and then you say a prayer to Archangel Baruchiel because he loves the leaves, he loves the trees. And it's said that on the tree trunks is where you can actually see the prayers that have been sent to Baruchiel. You know when you're walking in the woods and you look at the trunks of trees, how sometimes like
The
the
character, the wood like looks like it's carved, but it's actually where the grain of the tree is growing.
yeah,
On the outside
yeah,
and the bark,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And the bark is what protects the inner pulp of the tree. And sometimes you can see, I've seen a tree that Shelley, you know Shelley Shana?
Yep.
She sent me a picture of this tree in this place where she goes.
Uh-huh.
It's a sacred place. Okay, she goes there. And as soon as I saw it, I said, oh my God, that is like the mother of nature. Because the tree at the bottom actually looked like it had, reproductive organs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that, and I said
The
to her,
roots and all that, you mean?
no, the tree was shaped just like that.
Really?
And I'm looking at this, and I'm saying, you're there, and you didn't notice
Wow.
that? I said, that's like Mother Earth's Gaia's, release point
Wow.
of all this fauna and flora you have around you. It's so serene there. I told her, I said, you got to go there, okay? And I told her, I said pile rocks, mark the area,
That's true peace.
you know?
know?
I'm telling you, if I get a picture from her or that, I'll show you.
I would like to see
You're going to say,
that.
oh my God. He's absolutely right.
I would love to see that. I
I-
really, really would.
I tell you.
But Barrett Chayel is the one for Thanksgiving, gratitude, and it's so important, gratitude,
Gratitude.
isn't it?
Listen,
oh, my
The
goodness.
the key things, gratitude is one of them. Be grateful for all you have. If you have nothing, you have one thing, and that is God's essence in you, God's presence in you. So you are never less than a child of God. Okay? Material things are just that, material thing. Yes, it's nice to have them, but that's all it is. It doesn't gauge who you are.
Like they say, you can't take it with you.
You can't take it with you. Let's put it this way. You take somebody who's down on his luck on the Bowery, he happens to pass away. He goes in the ground just like you do. Or maybe he goes in a drawer because somebody had room there, they put him in. But remember this. The rich man goes the same thing. All right? He goes the same thing. Doesn't matter where you store your body. You're not there anyway. This is just, the envelope is designed. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay? There you go. And bottom line, that's it. You know?
So important to enjoy your life every single
Every day. Every day when you get up and I get up, the first thing I do is give thanks to God that I woke up another day.
Me too. Every
Okay?
day.
That's the first thing I do.
Yep.
All right? And then I do
Every
a lot of
day.
prayers when I'm showering because you stand naked before God.
And
The way
power
you
of the
came
water.
in.
And the power
And
of
the water, right?
the
The water
energy.
is kinetic energy.
Yep.
So it funnels the prayers out.
Yeah, so if you're having a problem in your life, what Tommy's saying is really, really right. Talk to God when you're in the shower, especially with the water running over your body. That, I have to tell you, that is the most powerful place you can be, with the water on your body.
I
and
woke up
sending your prayers. Yeah.
I woke up the other night, 3:33 in the morning. Then I woke up again at 5:55.
Yeah.
When I looked at the clock when we were going over there to meet you,
Yeah.
it said 5:55. Normally I take a click of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
These anytime you get numbers in triplets, or you get successive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that, it's usually your angels trying to get a hold of you. I mean,
444.
listen, I don't care if you are the size of Lou Ferrigno and manly as Tarzan. Okay, you need God and you need your angels in your life.
Everybody does.
You need them in your life.
And it's their job anyway to help.
That's right. There's an
And-
angel for every specific thing that you can possibly fathom in this world. There's an angel for that.
I had a lovely lady that asked me a question, about Archangel Michael. I had made a post about Archangel Michael, and she said, "Will Archangel Michael also go and help my daughter?" I said, "Jess, just send him, ask him.
That's
He'll
all.
go immediately. He'll be there immediately." So listen, Kenny said we only
We're
have
close
10
for yeah. We got
minutes.
10 minutes, so
We have things here.
let's show you some of the stuff that we have at the
We have
store.
stuff.
The store is in Waretown, New Jersey.
Route 9.
Route 9. We are online. Mary can tell you how to get to the store online.
Yeah.
Our next thing is going to be we're going to get, what do they call that thing? It runs you right to the store. That little box thing that they do today.
A QR code.
Yeah, we're
going to have our QR code.
We're in the process.
Probably tomorrow.
We're in the process of getting this, but
Yeah.
if you should see it up on the website for Hope
Yeah.
Hypnosis, just click on that and it'll take you right to where you got to go.
Yeah, and on hopehypnosis.com, you'll see the Spiritual Journey store. I don't know if Kenny has that. Do you, Kenny? I hadn't mentioned it to you earlier today, but is that something like right there that you can show or no? Okay, well, while Kenny's
he's looking for it.
Yeah, go ahead. Look, what do you have
Now,
here?
you may or may not be able to see this because it is a clear selenite type color.
It is selenite. It's made of selenite.
Well, there you go. It's made of selenite, so it looks clear. I
Here,
don't think you can see it. I'm trying to get it out. My fingers won't work in there.
Really? Okay, this is a nice little selenite angel.
And this is the other one.
Beautiful little gift.
This is what, rose quartz? I think
That's
it is?
rose quartz.
Rose
Yeah,
quartz.
and we have also in the store amethyst angels, but these are actually made out of crystal, and they have beautiful energy to them. Makes a beautiful gift.
That's right.
It comes in a nice little satin box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We also have these little rascals.
What?
All right. Ain't they pretty? All right. You see it circulating? I have one that's about 4 times the size of this on my mantle that my wife bought for me, knowing that I love angels, and we have other angels. You want to lift that one?
Which one?
Any one of them.
Yeah, we have all kinds of angels, but we have guardian angels of Michael.
Yes, we do have statues of the angels,
this
the
is
archangels.
the store. Welcome to Spiritual Journey Metaphysical Gifts. And you just go on Hope Hypnosis and you'll see all the gifts, and you can go on there. And by the way, we have 4 easy payments, interest-free, that are on there too. Like if you find a Christmas gift you'd like to buy, and you have some time to pay it. It isn't something that you have to lay out the money right away. But we have some beautiful gifts for angels, like even this incense that you'll see on the site.
Yeah.
This is Archangel Gabriel, the Christmas angel.
You want to draw in his energy.
And this one is Michael, but we have all the angels.
We have all the angels.
And you just take out the incense and you put it. We have all kinds of beautiful little.
Those are the incense sticks to burn them.
Holders, and then you love these.
I love these things here because they're infused with so many different. What's this one infused with?
That's Archangel Michael.
Yeah, but
that has lapis lazuli.
Lapis lazuli. You know what it is? I can't read it that well.
I know. Here, I'll do it. Okay. I'll do it.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome. Anyway, this is Archangel Michael's wand, for protection, strength, and courage, amethyst. I'm going to hold it up in a minute. Amethyst, agate, garnet, peridot, lapis lazuli, hematite, selenite. Now, in here, there's all these stones actually in the wand. It's a glass wand, as you can see here. Mm-hmm. And what you do with this is you take this and you put it in a glass of water. Not the stones, just the wand.
Just the wand
and it
itself.
energizes it, and then you drink the water.
And you drink the water. You'll have the strength and energy of Michael.
It's beautiful, and we have all kinds of
It's also very good to cleanse your
ones.
body of negative energy.
Yes, totally.
Yes.
It's wonderful. And talking about clearing negative energy, which we really need to do right now. Okay, this is an abalone shells
shell,
that we sell. And what you do with this, it's beautiful, isn't it? You just put a little bit of sage, and I get the sage from Sedona, Arizona, which is the Vortex. Something like this can last you like a year. Yeah. You take a little bit of the sage and you put it in the shell, and then you light it up, and just a little bit. Huh?
Then you sing incense peppermints.
Oh, stop.
No?
No. Then what you do is you clear your home. Native American people use white sage all the time, and you clear your home of all the negative energy. It works beautifully. It works like a charm. And talking of charms,
Charms.
look what we got.
Okay.
Tommy, can you? It's gonna hurt
Yeah,
your hand.
no, I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
These are beautiful.
Look at these bad boys.
You know what these bracelets
We
are?
we have. I like that little diamond looking one right there.
You like this one?
Yeah, it's real pretty.
We have all different kinds, okay, of these crystal bracelets. This one has, isn't that pretty with the crystal, crystal crucifix, the cross? This one, what does this have? I have to put on my glasses.
Well, yeah.
Saint Anthony. This is Saint Anthony, a bracelet with Saint Anthony. Who else?
This
do
is
we have,
pretty.
Tommy?
That is really pretty.
Yeah, really is. These crystals are beautiful.
These are some of the bracelets are really.
This is Saint Joseph. Is that Saint Christopher?
Saint Christopher.
Saint Christopher. These make the perfect gift.
That's right.
But some of these,
For the
my
wives,
goodness,
you know,
look at this.
listen, for the wives
Do you
of-
know how beautiful this
Yeah.
looks on?
For the-
I mean, the Justice is not on TV, and
No.
this is the Blessed Virgin.
For
Okay.
for the wives of first responders.
Or for your mother.
Yeah, that
Okay,
too. Yeah.
even for Christmas. And this is the Blessed Mother again. Isn't that pretty the way it glows? It's like a blue, but then there's lavender in it.
If you go onto the website, you'll actually
You'll see here.
get to see them.
Yeah.
up
You'll
close.
see each one. Very there's pictures on there. But they're just gorgeous.
We got we got like 4 minutes. Kenny, if we go
Okay.
6 minutes,
So we only have what else?
Okay.
Oh, these.
these are
Oh,
beautiful.
my
This is
goodness.
bicolor tourmaline. Now
Here.
it's just like real beautiful colors.
This is, I want to show them that on
All right.
this, but one second. This is amber. It's a gorgeous amber pendant necklace, and there's matching earrings
Yeah.
for it. But here, can you open that?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
This
thank
is
you.
a lot of the things are one of a
Yeah.
kind. We have
Only one of a kind
we have independent people that
that create
for us.
artists that create this.
all right.
I mean, we have all kinds of very unusual things you're not going to, unique. You're not going to find them in
And any-
other places. So here, maybe you can hold that.
Sure.
And let's see. This is absolutely gorgeous. I just love this. Okay. See all the different. You see the different shades of the crystal. We have very unique jewelry, and then we also have. Let's see. This is the one you liked.
Yeah.
Okay. You can put it down. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I'll put it here. Back where it was.
Labradorite, and this really enhances your psychic abilities. So if you would like to enhance your connection with spirit, labradorite really works beautiful. But we have all different kinds of crystals.
We have moonstones here. We have what's the blue one called again? I forgot. I'll tell you in a minute.
Larimar. We
This
have
is-
lots
this
of
is- this
Larimar
is the-
necklaces, and
Owly opal. If you can see it, I know it's in a plastic thing here, but makes
Yeah.
it hard. But we have these things
A
are
lot.
beautiful. Here's another nice one. I like
very
it.
unusual gifts.
This one here is
but-
labradorite.
Yeah.
Labradorite heart. So if you like to wear a heart pendant around your neck, not like the Star of the Sea that was on Titanic, but it's in the same realm. And this is better because this here empowers your gifts.
These bracelets here, each one of these, okay, actually has a different guardian angel on it. So whether it's Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron,
Uriel.
and the Uriel, all of them. Zadkiel,
That's my
like
guy.
this is Zadkiel, and there's a little heart with Zadkiel's name on it, and it's a beautiful crystal bracelet. So they're very unique. These are handmade, okay? So you're not going to find them in other places. And that's really the point Tommy was trying to make to you before. They're very unique. Anyway, so you can always
And
go
this is
on
just
the
so many
website.
items we have. We
This
have
just-
so many different
Yeah.
items. So feel free to browse there. You want to purchase something. We do have that program that Mary was saying.
Yeah,
Easy payment plan.
easy payments.
So
no interest.
there you go. And the holidays are coming,
Yeah.
and you could give somebody something that's not only unique, but something that could help them in their life, or help them to be better than what they are. Each day want to be a better you.
Every single gift that we have in our store, each one does something for someone. We don't have things that just look pretty. There's a purpose behind each thing. And that's what you're giving your love. You're giving hope to someone,
We're coming to the close of this
Yeah.
episode. We hope that you have enjoyed it. Next month, we will be speaking about the angels of the holiday season. All right, coming into Thanksgiving,
I love that.
which is my favorite next to Christmas. Not because of the food, but because my mother always made my birthday special, being born on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
All right, so
it's very
with that in
special.
mind, Mary and I like to wish you a good night and many, many blessings to all of you out there, whether or not you are living the life or going through things. There's always the answer, and the answer is spiritual. And so it is.
Connecting with God, connecting with the angels, and yes, amen.
Amen. Good night,
God
everyone.
bless you.
Good night, everyone.
night.
Music, maestro.